What is up, all Will Feel #1 fans and viewers? This is Scott Casey Gale, Will Feel #1, and today I am going to give you my recap and review of Child's Play 2019, which is a remake of the 1988 Dimension classic Child's Play involving Brad Dourif as the voice of Chucky the Killer Doll, which of course spawned 6 sequels. And to be honest, I thought the remake was very good. It was directed by Lars Klevberg, and the remake starred Aubrey Plaza as Karen Barkley, Andy's mother, Gabriel Bateman as Andy Barkley, who the original Andy Barkley was played by Alex Benson, and it also stars Brian Tyree Henry as Detective Mike Norris, Tim Matheson as Henry Kasnan, then Manan Kazadi as Omar, Beatrice Kitos as Fallon, Ty Consiglio as Pug, and Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill, known to many fans as Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars franchise, and the voice of the Joker in Batman the Animated Series, did the voice of Chucky, a once harmless body doll transformed into a bloodthirsty killing machine after being maliciously reprogrammed. Hamill also voices other body dolls seen in the film, and previously voiced Chucky in an episode of Robot Chicken. And also David Lewis plays Shane Karen's married boyfriend who was mean and abusive towards Andy. And it also starred Trent Weathercop as Gabe, Carly's Berg as Doreen Norris, Mike Norris' mother and neighbor, the Barclays, and Nicole Anthony as Detective Willis Norris' partner. I really, like I said, I really enjoyed this remake. I thought it was, although I think that original Chucky was much more scary, at least this Chucky, he wasn't too bad. It was actually a pretty scary Chucky in my opinion. Okay, let's begin with the recap. Shall we? Here we go. The multinational casting corporation has just launched Buddy, a revolutionary line of high-tech dolls designed to be lifelong companions to their owners. Learning from their surroundings and acting accordingly, Buddy dolls can also connect to and operate other casting products, quickly becoming a success for children worldwide. At a Buddy assembly in factory in Vietnam, an employee is fired by his supervisor for insufficient work. In retaliation, the employee manipulates the doll that he is assembling by disabling all of its safety protocols before committing suicide. The doll is packed alongside others in preparation for an international delivery. In Chicago, retail clerk Karen Barkley and a 13-year-old hearing-impaired son Andy have moved into their new apartment, where Karen encourages her son to make new friends while she prepares for his upcoming birthday in an attempt to cheer Andy up and make up for the unease caused by the relocation of her new boyfriend Shane. Karen blackmails her boss in order to procure a body doll and introduce it to Andy as an early birthday gift. Once Andy activates the doll, it names itself Chucky and becomes attached to Andy. Over time, Chucky helps Andy befriend 2 other children in the building, Fallon and Pug, but also begins to display violent tendencies. He strangles the Barkley's hostile pet cat after it scratches Andy. And one night, while Andy and his friends gleefully watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, Chucky starts mimicking the violence on the screen and approaches the trio with a kitchen knife before Andy disarms him. Andy arrives home the next day to find that his cat is dead. Chucky admits to having killed it so that it would not hurt him anymore. Karen locks the doll in a closet, but he escapes and terrorizes Shane, which leads Shane to confront Andy. After overhearing Andy's pleas for Shane to disappear, Chucky follows him home, where it is revealed that Shane has a family and has been having an affair with Kieran behind his wife's back. While Shane is outside taking down Christmas lights, Chucky breaks his leg before activating a tilter which scalps and kills him. The following day, Chucky delivers Shane's skin face as a gift to a horrified Andy. While police detective Mike Norris begins an investigation, Andy Felton and Pug disable Chucky and dispose of him in the garbage building boiler. An electrician Gabe finds him down, takes him to the building's basement to prepare him for an online sale. Now fully repaired, Chucky tortures and murders Gabe with a table saw. After making his way back to the ground level, Chucky lands in the possession of another kid in the building named Omar, and proceeds to kill Mike's mother, little Doreen, in a controlled car wash. Meanwhile, Andy fails to convince Kieran that Chucky has become murderous, and she takes Andy along to her next shift at a shopping mall workplace in order to keep him nearby. Suspecting that Andy is the killer, Mike travels to the mall and apprehends him just as Chucky takes full control of the building. Chaos is unleashed as several employees and customers are brutally killed by rampaging body dolls and other hack toys. While Chucky triggers the mall's lockdown sequence, Mike is wounded amid the massacre, and Andy and his friends manage to reach the exit, only for Andy to be forced to return when Chucky reveals that he is holding in his mother Kieran hostage with an intent to kill her. Andy manages to free his mother while being attacked by Chucky, before overpowering and defeating the doll with help from Kieran and Mike. While paramedics tend Kieran, Mike, and the other survivors, Andy and the rest of his friends destroy Chucky's lifeless body in a nearby alleyway. In the aftermath of Chucky's killing spree, Kazian Corporation CEO Henry Kazian issues a statement regarding Chucky's programming as more body dolls are shown being recalled and placed into storage. One starts malfunction inside its box. And I would give this remake 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed the remake. And I like how they took it to a different level, because in the original Child's Play, Chucky, the doll, was possessed by a serial killer, Charles Lee Ray, played by Brad Dourif. And Brad Dourif really did an amazing job as the voice of Chucky in our 7 original films. And I think that Mark Hamill did a really good job. I mean, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, the Joker, he can do anything. Although Mark Hamill did a really good job as the voice of Chucky, I still think that Brad Dourif will always be the original Chucky in my opinion. Because but all in all, Mark Hamill did a very good job. And this Child's Play remake was actually pretty scary, and it definitely and because when I first saw the preview of the Child's Play remake, I was like, my thoughts were, it might be good, but it might not. But it actually surprised me. I know this movie gets mixed reviews because some people love this movie and some people hate it, but I really enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, I think the acting was pretty good in this movie, and I like how like I said, I like how the remake didn't copy the original, because having Chucky to kill the doll, having Chucky to kill the doll attempt to play a game called Hide the Cell, because I guess in the original Child's Play, Charles Lee Ray was shot and killed by Detective Mike Norris, and in order to survive, he transferred his soul to Chucky to kill the doll, and Chucky to kill the doll would always attempt to play Hide the Soul and put his soul in other bodies. However, in this one they did not, so they totally changed it, and which I liked. So anyway, comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about the Child's Play remake. I mean, did you like it? And if you didn't like it, tell me why. Well, what did you like about it? And what do you prefer? I still prefer the original Child's Play, because the original Child's Play is definitely a classic, but this one was just as good as the original. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if they're gonna do sequels to this, because Chucky was killed at the end of this movie, but you never know. Mark Hamill could have again reprised as well. But anyway, really good movie, and I highly recommend it. Anyway, you stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out.